So we are going to go to our next guest. We're going to try to find them on the old Skype, the old Skype-a-rooney, as they say. What happened there? Did Skype just lock up on me? No, Skype didn't lock up on me. You're listening to the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar Experience each and every Sunday. We are live as live can get, coast to coast, border to border, as they say. Tune in, iTunes. You can find us on the old iHeartRadio. Yes, iHeartRadio still in business. Absolutely amazing. I would have thought that iHeartRadio would have went out of business, along with the Sears employees telling you they would be there to service your dryer between 8 and 9, 8 and midnight, or whatever it is. The cable company, all these things. But we're going to see if we can get our next guest on. Call him on the old telephone. The old telephone, the old
Hi, this
telephone.
is Nancy. I'm not here right now.
Oh.
I'll get back to you later.
Okay, well, she's going to get back to us later.
At the tone.
Okay, well, Nancy's not there. She'll get back to us later. So we'll do this. We will go find their music and play the music. We'll go in reverse. Usually I do the interview, then the music. We'll do the music first. That's fine. I can take care of that. That's not an issue. Things happen. We will get to them. We'll make it happen. Here we go.
Is it too late?
Holy shit, that was good. Wow. We have got to get our guest on the phone because that was fantastic. It is the world famous KJAG Radio broadcast. We are live coast to coast and border to border. And of course, Skype, the minute you put 9-1 anything into Skype, it tells you can't make emergency phone calls from Skype. Who in the world is making an emergency phone call from Skype? Who goes, I have problems in my life, I gotta Skype someone. I Skype the cops. What?
Hello.
There she is. Alyssa, how are you? It's James calling you for your
Hello?
radio interview. How are you? Oh. Hello. I think we lost our audio there because it's Skype and it's fun. Oh, it's so much fun. So we've lost our connection over there on the old Skip Skype, the old Skype-o-Rooney. Yay. Yay, I love it so. Every once in a while, you gotta deal with all the nonsense that is Skype. So we are gonna see. We had such a great song. We had such great times. And then I had to have the damn Skype crap out on me. Manage sound devices. That's always fun. You just love all the nonsense that is the Skype-a-Rooney. This is why we do things on the phone, by the way. In fact, we are going to do this on the phone because this has become a giant circus. So we are just going to call them back on the phone. God, what a mess. Not on their end, on my end. There we go.
Hello?
There we go. Okay, I think I got... the minute I called you, my Skype crapped out on me, so now I'm calling you on the traditional telephone. How are you, Alyssa?
Oh, nice. Good, James.
Yes. We just played your latest tune, your latest video on the show, and I will have to say that is fantastic.
Oh, thank you. Kids Like Us, you just played?
I believe so. Let me see here.
Thank you.
I'm juggling 95 different things here because it's the Sunday show. But
I understand.
tell us a little bit about your background. How did you get started doing the music thing?
Well, first of all, I got to get Doug on the phone too, cause
Okay. Go ahead. Give him a holla here.
I will. We were waiting for you at 3, but now our little one is awake, so she's going to be part of the conversation.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine. Pets and kids, and we do it all here. We do it all here.
All right, so I'll start while he's getting her ready.
Yes.
For her show.
Yes.
Yes. Well, Doug and I, we grew up together. I'm not sure if everybody knows that, but we met when I was 7 years old and he was 10. And we've been playing music together ever since we were little kids. We used to learn, 3-chord songs together around a campfire and just sing our hearts out. And we fell in love over that kind of environment. And then, we had a few college bands together. And then when I went to music school and we studied jazz and spent a lot of time traveling the world together, listening to different music, and then eventually we decided to start the Grams, which was, after sort of other dabbling in other bands and other genres, we just decided we wanted to just be who we were. We didn't need to get creative with a name. We just wanted to sing our hearts out and write songs together. And so we started the Grams in 2013 with our first record, Riverman's Daughter. And everything, since then has been a fun adventure.
Awesome. So, you guys have got some incredible music videos and just amazing different things going on. Talk to us about your social media, because you've got a great social media following.
Oh, well, thank you. As far as our social media, we were very against social media for a very long time because it's not what we grew up with. And, particularly during a pandemic, obviously, it's our best ally to sort of get the music out. But, I think that there's a way to utilize social media as, in somewhat of an organic manner by engaging fans with things that you feel are important and interesting, whether they're musical or visual. And, we try really hard to engage our fans with stuff that's important, and then to put the phone down and not live on our social media out loud all the time. I know I see a lot of our contemporaries who, they'll be in some beautiful environment, like, relaxing with their family and making stories and videos, and that's cool. But, I think Doug and I would rather enjoy those moments privately than, utilize social media for that. But I do think there's a very valuable place for social media, and I think that we've tried to find the balance between sharing what's important for our fans artistically and keeping private on the other end of that.
Awesome. We have got great guests with us today. They join us live here on our big broadcast. So you've got a lot of great music out there. Tell me a little bit about some of the feedback you've gotten on your music over the years.
That's an interesting question. Gosh, I really want Doug on this too. I think that our last two records were were considered Americana, and we're big fans of the Americana genre. The first record was Riverman's Daughter, and it was based on a trip we did for a year down the Mississippi and lived on a houseboat. And the second record, we took every train line around the country, and we wrote a record called Glory Bound that was inspired by Woody Guthrie, and we recorded that in Oklahoma. And, it was sort of the follow-up to Riverman's Daughter, a little faster paced, a little more like the trains and the river. And this new record, which is what we're really excited about, is the last of the trilogy. We rode our motorcycle across the country on Route 66, and we found ourselves really exploring a different kind of music, or, dare I say, a different genre. I don't know what that genre is, but I think, to answer your question, I think the feedback we have gotten on our first two records is that, we have this sweet spot in making harmony together and really sort of exploring historical or retro sounds and putting our own voice on them. I think particularly with this record, we've broken out of any box that people used to sort of put us in as far as Americana. I think people would never really call this album Americana. It was produced by Richard Swift and Dan Molad and has a much more orchestral and sort of 60s pop vibe to it. So I think that people, they always try to put you in a box and define your music, and that's fine with us, but as long as we get to do what we do. Hang on, here's Doug. I'm going to put him on, too.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, sir. How are you?
And this is Georgette.
Good. How are you?
Say hi. Can you say hi, Georgette? That's our 1-year-old.
So, talk to me a little bit about your musical background, my friend.
Well, specifically for myself, I've been playing guitar and self-taught since I was a young man, and then took a lot of...
You're still a young man, honey.
Well, I'm talking about
And my musical background is similar. I mean, like I said, we grew up playing guitars together around a campfire. So that's sort of where we come from musically. A lot of Neil Young and Bob Dylan and Joni Mitchell, and that's hi Georgie. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna. It's okay, baby. And then we, branched out into jazz and Brazilian music. Oh, yeah.
Fired up today.
We thought the program was at 3. So she was gladly sleeping until 3. Anyway, and I think that exploring all kinds of music really brought us back to our roots, and a lot of that comes from the 60s genre of music that we grew up with. So
that's fantastic. So, tell us about some of the music videos that you guys have available on YouTube, because we're gonna play a few of these.
Music videos. Oh, cool. Well, we have a video for every song on this record so far that's come out, and I think there's a few more being made, but I think the ones to highlight are really there are 3 videos that were recorded live at Abbey Road Studios in London, and those are pretty spectacular. Getting that opportunity to record your music in the studio in London at Abbey Road is a dream come true for kids like us. So I think that people should check out Searching the Milky Way, Heartbroken Town, and the newest video that came out last week called More Heartbreak, which are all shot at Abbey Road Studios. And then, of course, the title track, Kids Like Us, has a really cool video that was shot during the pandemic with tons of different people in it, just all shooting separately. So, yeah, and I think there's a video for Just What You Deserve, and there's a video for Bite My Tongue, which is a spoof that Doug and I had a lot of fun making in New York, sort of spoofing on, hardcore rock and rollers.
Awesome.
Yeah,
well,
please play them all. They're all fun.
So this so Kids Like Us. Tell us about this, because
the record itself?
Yes, the new album.
Well, the new album was, like I said, it was inspired by a journey we took across Route 66 from Chicago to LA on motorcycle. We got our motorcycle licenses 2 weeks prior to that, and we wanted to take a third great adventure. And so we did that in the summer of 2016, right before the election. And we spent a lot of time talking to people along the route, artists and business owners and, old-timers that were born and raised on Route 66. And we got very inspired by the girl groups of the 60s and the Beach Boys and all the music that came out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and everywhere from Chicago to LA. And then we sought out the producer that we felt would really tie in the inspiration we were getting from the retro sounds with a modern viewpoint, and that was Richard Swift. And for those of your audience who don't know Richard Swift, he's he produced the Shins and Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats, and he was part of the Arcs and the Black Keys for a time, and he's just a musical genius. And between him and Dan Molad, they were able to really marry this retro-inspired songs that we wrote with a modern take that a lot of people have said to us, you know, they haven't really heard this sound before, and that's exciting to us. I know people like to put everyone in a box that they can relate to, but I like the idea that nobody's heard this kind of sound before. So Kids Like Us is our third record in a trilogy, and it came out March 27th, right during the pandemic. But we're super psyched that people are getting to listen to it now, and when we get out there on the road, they'll be well familiar and can sing all the lyrics in the audience.
Awesome. Well, we are gonna play Kids Like Us right now here on our program.
Awesome.
I appreciate you guys being with us, and we will talk to you soon.
Sorry about the baby.
No. You guys are good. That's fantastic. I enjoyed it. We are gonna play this right now, and I appreciate you guys being with us today. Thank you.
Thanks so much. We appreciate y'all playing the music.
Appreciate it, my friends. There they go. The Grams right now. It's Kids Like Us. Okay. That is the Grams.